Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Riding with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Riding with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Riding with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Riding with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Riding with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Jump out and go play right into it. Stay in my lane. Stay in my yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Stay in my lane, play the game, how the game go. Stay the same, cause we don't change. Stay in my lane, play the game, how the game go. Stay the same, cause we don't yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Stay in my lane, play the game, how the game go. Stay the same, cause we don't change. Stay in my lane, play the game, how the game go. Stay the same, cause we don't change. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Not endorsement shit. I don't want to get too into it, but I just hope everyone. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? Bitcoin Chris checking in yet again. Happy Thursday. And I hope you guys are having a great Thursday. Hurricane didn't hit us too hard here in Orlando, but obviously, by a few of the videos that I've shared, and I'm sure you guys have already seen on social media, the west coast of Florida got tore up. There was a ton of ton of tornadoes, and a lot of flooding, and a lot of damage. So, hope everybody's okay. Enough with the prayers. You guys need to get up and do something, or give some money, or do something besides praying, because there's only so much that your prayers can do. And of course, I believe in praying, but you know, do something else besides praying. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe. Um, Make sure you head over to swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris. Get your $10 free Bitcoin and get your automatic DCA set up. You can also do the same thing on Cash App. River's pretty good anywhere. PayPal's better than Coinbase. So if you are on Coinbase, you need to get up off of Coinbase. Please, for the love of God, get off Coinbase. Or you will experience the same pain as everybody else who doesn't listen. And Coinbase will freeze. Oh, bad. I got somebody calling me and I forgot to put the phone on the ND. Let me do that real quick. There it is. Cool. Do not disturb. There we go. All right, my bad. So, again, just make sure you guys get off of Coinbase. Like I said, there's a ton of places that you guys can buy Bitcoin on that's not going to shut down on you whenever the price spikes. All right. And I've actually been seeing a couple tweets, people having problems with Coinbase. So make sure you get off Coinbase ASAP Rocky. Head over to bitcoin.fiatdad.com, pre-order the new book. We'll check that out in just a moment on the website. Of course, we're going to jump into the Bitcoin price, the Bitcoin price, the Bitcoin price. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of a discount or head down a little lower, possibly. I think 2 days ago I made a video. I said it's not looking too good. We could head lower, and that's exactly what happened. We headed lower, and we went down lower. So let's jump into some TA. Let's jump into. He keeps trying to climb up on my glasses and then my hair and getting stuck. So I'm trying to get him in a location where he doesn't activate while I'm trying to stream. But he's cold, so I want him to warm up. All right, cool. So let's jump into the Bitcoin price, the Bitcoin price, the Bitcoin price. Hit that like, share, subscribe if you're watching on X. Hit that like button for me. Today we're just going to talk about, the today's topic is you only own Bitcoin and everything else. You're pretty much borrowing, right? And this is something that we've talked about extensively over the past, 4+ years. But today we're going to go a little bit deeper into that. But first, again, let's jump into the Bitcoin price. Excellent. So here we are looking at DXY and BTC. And right now, let's just zoom in on Bitcoin. And we're going to jump to the daily, or we'll start at the weekly. All right, we're zooming out. I think I already told, I'm pretty sure I told you guys already that, not looking too good for Bitcoin right now. Momentum headed down. We did have that green dot. It's September 16th. It started to go up. It went up for 2 weeks. And now we're headed back down. So support 60K. So where we are now, we hit a low of 58,000 today. Daily. Jump into the daily chart. Yeah, so we hit a low of 58,000. And we got a bunch of notifications. At least I got a bunch of notifications about liquidations. All right, cool. All right, so here looking at the daily chart, as you can see here, we had a red dot here on Wednesday. So from Wednesday to today, which is only a day, just been coming down. I did show you guys in the previous live stream, about whenever we see the red money flow. I think it was on the hourly chart, so I'm not sure exactly what time frame it was. Most likely it's the hourly. And once we start to get, changes from red to green, or in my case, blue to black, sells to buys, the price reflects that. So right now, looking at the 4-hour chart, we're starting to bounce. Again, we hit a low of 58,863. This is Coinbase's chart. All right, so if I'm going to take fibs, this is what I would do. First thing I look at is the highest high to the lowest low, or the most recent high to the recent low. So maybe a retest of 62,000. That would be a target as an option. But we could head lower. I think we probably hit 60,000 and come back down. I would say 57,000, so maybe 60, come back down to 57, liquidate some more longs, and then start to head up at that point. But we shall see. This is the 4-hour time frame, so we're going to have to see what happens and see if this is going to play out. But looking at the fibs from the local high to local lows here, again, I would look at 62,000 as a potential opportunity to long. And if you did that, 3%. If you're doing a 30x leverage, that's 90% as an option. All right, so let's jump into the hourly chart. Oh yeah, and I was right here. The hourly chart, I put these blue lines here to show where the money flow went from red to green, and that's where you see it, head up, and then from green to red or blue to black in this situation, or on my charts, you see how we just continue to go down. So if you guys are interested in Market Cipher, link is in the description below on YouTube. Here as well, you see money flow start to turn red. Boom, came all the way down. So for an example, if you would have done that, short 7%. If you would have done the long, 5%. If you would have done this short, 5%. So again, if you're using 25 or 30x leverage, 100 and over 100% ROI. If you want to do those, if you trade like that, so that would be a great opportunity to trade if you are trading. Again, I recommend you guys to stack your Bitcoin and chill. If you do want to trade, Bybit is going to be in the description where you get some money. Also, going to get I have Big X, so if you guys want to use Big X or Bybit, you guys can do so. Link is in the description. You get some money to trade on there, and also I have the Pass KYC ID. Link is in the description as well. I already got my ID. I don't have it on me, but I got my ID. And that way, if you guys are going to trade, you can pass KYC and trade. But I think you guys can also do FMX, or what's this? Yeah, FMX. I got FMX on my. I don't use that. That's for my son. My son trades on FMX. He uses my account, but I don't think I need a KYC to trade on FMX. So if you guys want to trade on there, you can, or you guys can get this ID 250 and mail it to you. And that's that. All right, so looking like Bitcoin's going to head up, because look at this. We got two green dots here. Looks like momentum is moving up. Moving up as the price is moving down. So again, I would aim for that $62,000 level. Maybe pull back, retest 60 again, and then head higher. Or I could be wrong, or we can go to 60, come down to 57, I think, in my opinion, and then head lower, or then head higher. Sorry. So we shall see. Again, I'm not in the business of knowing what Bitcoin's going to do. I try to predict what Bitcoin's going to do based on fibs and Market Cipher and what's going on with the overall market sentiment. So we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. I'm actually going to put an alert here. All right, cool. And then I already have an alert here where we go if we move down lower. So we shall see. So that's the Bitcoin price. Let's jump into DXY, because I've been telling you guys about the DXY. If that goes up, Bitcoin goes down, and we've been going up. So that means DXY has been going up. So that means Bitcoin's been going down. So, like I said in previous lives, I've already gone over this several times, but it's just good to look at it again. Previous lives, I said if we come down to this level, DXY typically bounces. And what happened? DXY bounces. And so that's not good for assets. And look at that green dot weekly. We're looking like we're about to head up, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not looking too good. 2-week green dot, weekly green dot. Let's look at a monthly. Monthly, it's green so far. Obviously, we just started the month. 3-day moving up. 2-day moving up. We're stuck in this range. Some things got to give, man. Come on. We have a lot of money. We have a lot of sells here, so maybe we'll continue to head down. Okay, well, daily looks a little better, but momentum is still strong, headed up. We have our orange momentum. Looks like it's headed down, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let's look at the 4 hour. All right, cool. Looks like it's starting to head down. Cool off a little bit. Yeah, because we pumped. We've been pumping since the end of September. Let's see where our fibs would do for this. Excuse me. All right. So we're looking at the 618 level here, possibly coming back down into this level. So that's the DXY for you, starting to head down on the 4 hour, 2 hour. Okay, cool, and 1 hour. We have a gap here, small gap. We're gonna see, guys. Again, if this continues to head higher, Bitcoin is gonna go lower. That's just the way it is. If this heads lower, then Bitcoin will start to head higher. So we're gonna have to wait and see how this plays out. So that's the DXY. I've been trading forex and commodities and a couple of different instruments. So I'm looking at Euro NZD. You look at the longer time frame. Yeah, look at that. I'm looking at a few different foreign exchange pairs that I like to observe and see what's going on, because you can make a lot of money trading forex. So why not, right? Make some money, buy more Bitcoin. But all right, I won't bore you guys with any more TA. Let's jump into CoinGlass here. Look at the liquidations. Okay. For the most part, in the last 24 hours, 57,000 traders were liquidated, 188 million. Largest liquidation is Bitcoin. It's a $10 million trade on Binance. Whoa. The last 4 hours and 1 hour have been all shorts, majority shorts, or at least for Bitcoin and Ethereum is going to be shorts liquidated. Only a million last hour, and then 3.3 million in the last 4 hours. Why do you guys short at the bottom? Look at this. Look at this. This is also what you guys want to look at when you want to try to figure out what's going on. If everybody's short, don't do what everybody else is doing. If everybody's short, then do the opposite. All right, cool. So let's look at the liquidation map. All right. Remember, I said in the other video that we had a lot more. It looks like we had a lot more longs to be liquidated down below. I think it was like 55,000, but now it's 52,000. We had 5.36 billion down at $52,000 for one Bitcoin. Um, Looking like we could possibly, where are we at again? Remember, I said my target was 57. If we had lower, 57, boom, and then 55, we lose 57. Then we head to 55. So we shall see. We shall see. Um, but yeah, that could be a possibility. 5.36 billion, and then we have almost double that, almost 10 billion, 9.17 billion at 69,000, 69,000, 69,000. Let's back up here. All right, so we're gonna see. All right, so now we know where these levels could possibly head to. Obviously, we don't need to go that high. Maybe we'll clap up everybody around 66,000. And here you don't have to go down to 52,000. We can go down to 55, 57, 55. And clap up a lot of these logs as well. So that's that. That's the Bitcoin liquidation level. So be on the lookout for that. Again, I don't look at the heat map, but a lot of people do nowadays. Um, I used to look at the heat map, and then everybody and their mom started looking at the heat map. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll do it for you guys here today. I mean, it's data. I mean, I don't really care. I just don't use it anymore. I just use the liquidation map versus the heat map. So here you can see 56, 55,000, where you see these liquidations. And here up here, you can still see 66,000, 69,000, 68, 69. 69 is way up here. So majority of the shorts get squeezed and slapped up at 66, like I said. And then here 50, 50, 56, which is right up 56.9, 56.6. All right, so those are your levels just to watch. Okay, guys, just watch those levels. I don't know what the difference between model 1 and model 2 is. Oh, okay. I don't really. I actually like this map. I like liquidation model 1 versus 2 better. I feel like it gives you a little bit better insight on where the price can go. I feel like model 2 clumps it all together, which is fine. But again, I don't really look at the heat maps too much. Liquidation history heat map. I don't think I've ever seen this one before, because look at this. I don't know what the hell this means or what the hell this is. Okay, it's just a count of liquidations. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So that's Bitcoin price action and Bitcoin TA and liquidation levels. So that's that. All right. Let's jump to the next slide. Oh yeah, we got news today or yesterday, that the government is going to be selling some Bitcoin. Let's see if I can find that. Yeah, so they're gonna sell some coins. I don't know where that story is, but apparently they're going to sell some Bitcoin. So who cares, right? They can print more money and buy the Bitcoin back higher as we need them to. I wouldn't really worry about. I'm not really worried about it too much, and you shouldn't either. Bitcoin price falls 24% last time this metric turned negative. We can read that. U.S. election won't stop Bitcoin from hitting 100,000. Actually, Bitcoin is known to pump after election. It doesn't matter who's going to win. We're going to pump anyway because they're going to have to print money. Doesn't matter who is in office, guys. They're going to have to print money regardless. All right, let's see. All right, so let's read it. Bitcoin fell 20. Bitcoin's price fell 24% the last time this metric turned negative. Will it happen again? Let's see. Bitcoin derivatives metrics shifted as BTC fell under 59,000 today. Or lower prices incoming. We shall see. Bitcoin declined by 5.3% between October 9th and 10th, reaching a 3 week low of 58,900. The market correction began after the U.S. reported higher than anticipated consumer inflation data, which makes no absolute sense. If inflation is um, higher, then why the fuck would you sell the inflation hedge? That makes absolutely no sense. People are so stupid. But here we are, 2024. You sell the only asset that's finite and that can increase your purchasing power for dollars, which is literally the reason why inflation exists is because of fiat currency. But here we are again in 2024. People are stupid. Um, so here we are. Suggested traders are concerned. Traders are concerned. No, we're not. Or no, they're not. At least I don't think so. Traders are concerned that the Federal Reserve has less incentive to continue cutting rates in the future. Okay. Okay. I guess they're talking about institutional traders, I'm assuming. The reaction from the Bitcoin price reflects investors' view that there are increased chances of a recession. We're already in a recession. U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported a 0.2% increase in the consumer price index CPI for September compared to the prior month. Okay. Which triggered concerns of stagflation among investors, according to Yahoo News. In this scenario, prices continue to rise despite economic stagnation, a situation that runs contrary to the central bank's objectives of stimulating growth while controlling inflation, which is why I tell people, it doesn't matter what these people say. If you're naive enough to believe that inflation is going to go down, then you know, I got a bridge to sell you in Manhattan because inflation is not going to go down. They change everything all the time to to make sure that the numbers fit their scenario. If you're listening to anything that the MSM says, you're a sheep. If you listen to anything that these politicians say, you're a sheep because they're only saying things that, you know, push the agenda along, and that's the truth of the matter. Okay, so inflation is not going anywhere, and for them to be able to manipulate the data, which they do, to show whether it's increasing or decreasing. The reality of the matter is the fact of the matter is that that Bitcoin is showing you the weakening and diminishing purchasing power of the U.S. dollar. So no matter who gets into the office, especially Trump, they're gonna print a lot of money. If Trump gets in office, hopefully he does, because you know he's gonna stimulate the economy. And if he doesn't, and Kamala wins, or yeah, because that's the only two people that we have to choose from. She's gonna print more money because they have to print money. We're in a debt-based society. It doesn't matter who's gonna win; they're gonna print more money, which is going to lead to more inflation, which is going to lead to the higher cost of everything that matters. Right? They're always judging CPI by things that don't matter. Right? Again, manipulating the data. I digress. All right, let's continue. Meanwhile, jobless claims rose to a 14-month high, according to data released on October 10th. Initial filings for unemployment benefits unexpectedly increased. Okay, how did it unexpectedly increase? This is what they say. They say these things even though they want unemployment to increase. How did it unexpectedly increase? They want it to. They want the economy to crash. Usually, when they cut rates, is when the economy crashes. Reaching a seasonally adjusted 258,000 by October 5th, although part of the rise can be attributed to a labor strike at Boeing. I didn't even know there's a labor strike at Boeing. The broader negative impact on the economy remains a significant concern for policymakers, as reported by CNBC. While there's no guarantee the Bitcoin price will adversely be affected if the U.S. Federal Reserve is compelled to adopt a tighter monetary policy, investors fear that an overheated economy will cause a stock market correction. Consequently, traders' morale is dampened, given the current high 88% price correlation between S&P and Bitcoin. In this context, it's natural to expect Bitcoin traders to be less optimistic about the short-term prices, especially after two consecutive days of outflows from the U.S. spot ETFs. Oh, we had outflows. Check that out. According to data from Farsight Investors, these instruments saw a net flow of 60 million between October 8th and 9th, reversing the trend from their two prior trading days. Bitcoin's bearish momentum is that because the investors or the people that are buying the ETFs are selling, so they have to sell? I'm pretty sure that's the reason why, right? Somebody let me know if that's right. Bitcoin's bearish momentum accelerated after reports that the market maker Crumbling DRW was sued by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission for acting as an unregistered dealer in cryptocurrency transactions. I think we see um, that story on the previous page. According to the statement from the regulator, the Chicago-based company profited from sales of crypto assets akin to sales of commodities. Bitcoin's derivative reflects short-term sell pressure. Regardless of whether those claims will hold up in court, traders tend to seek protection when fears and uncertainty arises. When Bitcoin fell below 59,000, its primary derivatives metric shows weakness, suggesting a reduced demand for leverage buying longs activity. Of course, that's exactly what happens, guys. You guys try to you. That's when everybody switches bearish, and goes short, and then you guys get clapped up like we just saw in the you know liquidation data. Everybody was short 2 days ago. I said, okay, we're not looking too good on the charts. We have a lot of liquidity and a lot of longs that are still based on the data. We have a lot of longs that are looking in danger, and we're not looking too good at the price that we're at, and therefore I got an alert. Check on futures. We're probably gonna go into a futures. Probably do a futures trade here. Yeah, let me jump to a position. All right. So, anyways, you get clapped up. You get clapped up by doing. You get clapped up by doing or being over leveraged long or over leveraged short or being short at the very bottom or long at the very top. It's just the same cycles every time, guys. In neutral markets, the Bitcoin futures premium, which measures the difference between monthly contracts and the spot price on regular exchanges, should reflect 5 to 10% annualized premium basis to compensate for the longer settlement period. All right, so let me get into this position. Traders should analyze the options. Oh, on October 10th, Bitcoin's basis rate dropped 5%. Man, I don't even care about whatever else they talk about, man. I don't care, man. Who cares? I hope Bitcoin drops 24%. We'll be around 40,000, 45,000 if we drop, which is perfect because more cheaper sats for me and everybody will have an opportunity to stack more Bitcoin. So shout out to Bitcoin traders and the clowns who think they know better, but they don't. Go back. They said we had a bunch of outflows. I'm trying to find data on that. I'm sure I can find it on Twitter. Y'all trade futures? Let me know. If y'all trade futures, let me know. Let me jump down to the 30-minute. All right, just jump into this long futures contract and it. Nas. Let me look at the daily real quick. Oh, we're just looking at the daily. Daily is actually right here. The last 3 days. That's right here. Let me do 2 days. A bit confusing. Okay, cool. All right, Nas. Nas 100. Let's try to get up to at least here, and I'll probably take some profits for it. And I'll do a stop loss right underneath here. Cool, cool, cool. All right, cool. So let's jump into Twitter. So I don't see any other. Oh, there it is. I don't even know what Cumberland DRW is, but apparently it's a big deal. Cumberland, sorry, allegedly had $2 billion worth of unregistered crypto security dealings, unregistered crypto dealings in 2018. Since 2018, 2 billion since 2018. SEC is suing everybody. They filed a suit on October 10th, advancing a single charge operating an unregistered dealer. Cumberland has allegedly sold more than $2 billion in crypto assets since 2018, violation of the federal registration requirements. SEC claims that Cumberland acted as an unregistered dealer in its proprietary trading on its own accounts, and when trading on third-party crypto asset exchanges. The agency is seeking permanent injunction relief. I don't know what this is. Disgorgement. Cause to pour out, eject, yield, or give up of ill-gotten gains, prejudgment interest, and civil penalties. Cumberland says it tried to register. The SEC claimed that for 5 of the tokens Cumberland handles are securities. Specifically, they are Polygon, Solana, Cosmo, Algo, Filecoin, and the agency. Yeah, you were pumping. And the agencies all identified them as securities in the past. It's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. Let me some bread. Keep pumping. 2 hour. Green dot 2 hour. 1 minute. Looking good. Pump it up, pump it up. Pump it up. All right, cool. Cumberland acted as securities dealer and but failed to register securities register as a securities dealer with the commission in violation of 15A of the Securities Exchange Act of 1934, which everybody should read, this Security Exchange Act. Cumberland countered this statement posted on X that it registered as a broker dealer in 2019, but found out afterward that registration only applied to Bitcoin and Ether. And the company said of the other tokens, We have engaged in 5 years of good faith discussion with the SEC on this point. Today's complaint, first time SEC has outlined the specific transaction at issue. I feel like they be doing this. I feel like they do this on purpose. I think it's just again for you. You gotta pay. You gotta pay to play. If you're not paying the SEC and you making money, if you making 2 billion and they don't get any money, then yeah, they're gonna come knocking at your door. All right, so that's that. Let's jump into some tweets. 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 I haven't been on Twitter too much lately. I'm bombarded by Donald Trump and Kamala tweets and FEMA tweets, and it's like the same. You get bombarded and you see the same things over and over and over and over again. It gets annoying. And a lot of people are talking about the same things over and over and over again. And ain't nobody talking about how to make no money. Ain't nobody talking about solutions. They only complaining. They think tweeting on Twitter is gonna change anything. It's really not. It's okay to express your concerns and to be upset, but you gotta take action. Again, just like the same thing I said earlier. You're saying all these prayers for Florida. Okay, well, enough of the prayers. I think we had enough of the prayers. Send some bread or come out and help those people out. But I digress. You guys definitely need to watch this. It's funny because the very first line of this video, it says that the American bank, or let me yeah. Every time a new baby is born, the Federal Reserve issues a secret birth certificate printed by a company called the American Bank. Ah, so that's one thing to hear something, right? And because we hear a lot of things, right? But it's another thing to go to Google or DuckDuckGo and I looked this up yesterday and see if I can pull it up for you guys. Okay, I can't find it, and I don't want to do a deep dive because it's a lot, and this is a whole nother subject that we're not going to jump into now. But definitely check out this video. Let's see, let's see. Tornadoes lifting up and flipping cars, and people want to. Okay, unrelated. Oh, okay, okay, okay. A lot of so I like a lot of the a lot of this information that that we're finding out has been around. We're just so ignorant and we're so busy working and we don't read or we don't pay attention to what's going on. There's a lot of information about the food dye and the coloring, and the food that we consume is not good at all. This video specifically talks about the food in the Philippines, right, where cauliflower is a normal size, sweet potatoes a normal size. He's going over the onions that are normal sizes. The mangoes are natural, and then he's explaining here like, okay, the grapes are bigger over there, but he goes into detail in explaining that they don't have high glucose corn syrup in their food. A lot of different a lot of data points and information that a lot of people just don't listen to and don't care about. But it's more prevalent now. They said even the Oreos are better over there. As soon as you leave the country, a lot of the food is food everywhere else, right? Even the bread, the flour that we eat here is bleached flour. It's like bleached. So when you're looking at your ingredients, you gotta look for the natural stuff, the non-bleach stuff. So a lot of my timeline does consist of, you know, the health concerns of the United States of America, which goes hand in hand in what we're talking about um, as far as the information on the obesity levels here in the United States. We have Florida next. We have a $1 million price cut in Texas. So we have a $1 million price cut in Texas, which is crazy. And I was saying Florida's next because, of course, I don't know if you guys just saw the tweet that I shared. Did I share it here? No, I didn't. Someone shared a video. Well, we can go to Zillow ourselves and check it out, but I just shared it. All right, so here, look at this. Look at all the houses for sale. And what we'll do, we can go on to, oh my God, this is crazy. We can go on to Zillow.com and see if this is correct because I saw the tweet. I saw this information. I was like, yo, this is crazy. But I'll verify. I mean, it makes sense to me, but I did not verify. So let me make sure I'm posting correct information. Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna want to buy property in this area for a long time. Oh man, I love Tampa too. I love Tampa too. It's a shame. Where is this? This is Bay Pine. Where's Bay Pines? Am I down here? No, it's not. But there's a ton. Let's see. Price cuts. Yeah. Well, the point of this is I'm not sure what area this is, um, but it makes perfect sense that a lot of people are going to be selling in those areas because of flooding and again simple supply and demand. Pump it up. All right, cool. Now we're gonna jump into a little bit more tweets. Yeah, people be like, I'm gonna write it out. Okay, okay. I'm glad these people are safe, but you gotta be smarter than that, guys. Okay, let's see. Anything else? Anything else before I jump into Bitcoin is the only thing that you can own. Okay. So Chris Johnson posted here, or yesterday. What's today's the 10th or the 11th? Okay, yeah. He posted yesterday that the money in your Chime account is not yours. The money in your bank account is not yours. The money in your Cash App account is not yours. The money in your any account is not yours, especially if it's not Bitcoin. So if it's not Bitcoin, then it's not yours. Okay? Because Bitcoin is unconfiscatable. We all know that you guys get taxes taken out, or you have to pay taxes on your house, right? So you think you own your house, you don't pay your taxes. There's ways around that. This is not the line for that, but obviously there's ways around that. Also, the mortgage fraud and documents with the mortgages. You know, there's so much information that we are just so misinformed about. It's crazy. The collateralized security, they're taking the mortgage-backed security, selling that on the secondary market for millions and millions of dollars. You're not getting no bread off that. Plus, you're paying, plus you're in a 30-year debt pledge mortgage, you know, to pay the house off damn near 3 times. Um, I mean, all this stuff I've already gone over. 401ks a scam, education is a scam. There was just a post about uh, how employers are overwhelmed um, em- with people that are, the people that have degrees, right? So people that have degrees are applying for jobs, and they're like, "Oh, we're overwhelmed with people with degrees that are applying for jobs," or whatever the case may be, right? They are not even looking at your degrees anymore, guys. So a lot of the things that I've been telling you guys is going to come around and bite you in the ass, and hit you where it hurts the most, which is your pockets. Because I've been telling y'all to tighten up and get a skill, learn a skill. Unless you're going to be a lawyer or a doctor, you don't need to be going to school, especially for business. Psychology, I guess you could. Um, I don't know, man. Just my opinion, but let's go ahead and do this math because a lot of people are not good at math. So we're not going to talk about the mortgage agreement here. We're just going to talk about or the contract because even that contract is, you have to look into securities. You have to look into security interests. You have to look into what a contract is. A contract is between two people. If it's just you signing, then it's not a contract. It's actually a negotiable instrument that you sign without the correct endorsement, and therefore it allows them to sell that promissory note, promise to pay, um, on the secondary market. So let's do the math here. 30 years, right? There's 12 months in a year times 30. You have 360 payments a month, or 360 payments. So we're going to take that 360, it's 1,610 for a mortgage of 300,000 at a 30-year fixed mortgage rate at 5%. Probably should be higher than that. We'll do 5.5 just to be safe. So we got 1703. How many how much times 30 years? 360. Okay, 360 times 1703. Okay. I'm no mathematician. I'm no mathematician, but if the house is only 300,000, why are you paying 600,000 for the house? That's also that's if you got a 5.5%. Let's look at 6%. Look at 7%, 8%. We'll do 7%. All right. So I mean, $300,000 house, you're paying $718,000 for that same house. So let's hit the parentheses. Y'all learned this in school, right? You hit them with the parentheses. Minus 300,000. You're paying $418,000 in just interest alone. But little do you know that when you signed for that, or when they ran your application for that particular loan or mortgage, they were already paid for that mortgage, right? Because they it's a promise to pay, right? And they get it. Why do they ask for your social security number in the first place? You have to apply. The application is the collateral security. You guys need to understand what's going on, but you don't. A lot of people flex about having a house. There's nothing to flex about having a house where you're paying $400,000 or more, give or take, in regards to interest payments to the bank alone. Which on top of that, they're selling again the mortgage-backed security on the secondary market, making way more than that, off your note. They're selling your note 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, maybe even more, right? On the secondary market. So you need to understand that not only are you paying $418,000 to the bank, you probably won't even have you won't have that house for that long. Most likely, you'll probably sell before then, right? And then after you sell, they'll sell it to somebody else, right? Let's do half of 360, which is what? What's half of 360? 180. 180. Damn, that's crazy. Your mortgage should be done in 15 years, but because of the interest rate and the way they got these fucking loans structured, you're paying fucking, oh my God, that's so crazy. You're supposed to rent where you stay, and you're supposed to rent where you live and rent what you own, right? You rent what you own because that way, at least if you're doing it that way, you know, the tenants are paying for that loan. But if teachers own rent. I don't know what to say to this. I don't know what to say to this. Home ownership is a scam. Back in the day when houses were affordable and at a reasonable price, it would make more sense to me to do that. But in today's day and age, it does not make sense to own a home. Not with these rates and not with these prices. Especially when you see here that you're paying for the house twice, and then majority of that goes to the interest. And then if you, oh my God, then you want to refinance. And then you refinance. People don't even know that you can get a home equity line of credit instead of refinancing. Home equity line of credit, HELOC versus refinance. Man, y'all need to learn and look these things up because some of y'all be trying to talk crazy. And again, the only people that you're hurting is yourself. HELOC, home equity line of credit, they're pretty much going to allow you to borrow from the equity that you built up in the property, cash out, which is, a great thing to do versus refinancing. If you're going to refinance, that means you're going to restart the loan all over again. It doesn't matter if it's a lower interest rate because if you're refinancing, then you're restarting the loan all over again. And if you already paid into the loan for 10 years or 5 years, then you just restart the loan all over again. And guess what? You just restarted the loan all over again. And then again, the first majority of your payments go to straight interest. So now you're gonna restart everything. It's like, man, come on, guys. You gotta be. It's too much information to be stuck in this loop. You can't be refinancing, guys. Don't refinance. Get a home equity line of credit, or just sell the house. Pump it, pump it. We head up here, yeah. Okay. How's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin's looking pretty good. Okay, so Bitcoin's the only thing that you own. So I said that the reason why I got into the mortgage and houses and all that stuff is because not only are you paying for the house twice or three times or whatever the case may be, you don't own your house, right? Because if you don't pay your taxes on a house, bye bye, bye bye house. They'll come and take your house. If you don't pay, um, if you don't pay, what else is it that you if you don't pay you don't own, right? A lot of things, right? If you don't pay I guess your car note wouldn't count because your car note. A lot of these things are the same when it comes to accounts and your social security number being used. But as Chris Johnson also mentioned, and that we've all mentioned, any money in your bank account, the only thing you should have in your bank account. I've been saying this. The only money that you should have in your bank account is the money that you are willing to spend or put in on that you're spending on bills, right? And maybe even an emergency savings account. No, even that. This is just my opinion. You should if you do have an emergency savings account, it should still be in Bitcoin because that emergency savings account will appreciate over time. So the only thing that should be in your bank account is your money to pay your bills. Because if not, what are you saving for? Inflation is running rampant. Your money's supposed to be working for you. Or yeah, Bitcoin should be your checking and your savings account. It should be. It shouldn't be your checking account. It should be your savings account. But some people like to spend their Bitcoin, which is fine. But in my opinion, the only thing that you should have in fiat is the money that you're going to use to pay your bills, or use a credit card like what Jack Mahler says. He converts everything into Bitcoin, and then whenever he needs to pay the bills, he just sells a little bit of Bitcoin, pays his bills, or pays off his credit card bill with the Bitcoin that he's bought over the course of the month, right? It makes perfect sense because Bitcoin is going to always appreciate over time. Your dollar is always going to depreciate over time. It's just very simple, little, easy things that we can do to better ourselves, but a lot of people just don't do it. I was even speaking to a friend of mine, and I was like, hey, you should invest in Bitcoin. It's going to outperform any stock, and it's definitely better than real estate. And I don't know, it's because he's older or what. He's like, no, I'm not interested in Bitcoin. I want stocks. So I'm like, have fun staying poor. At the end of the day, people are going to buy their stocks, and of course, stocks are going to continue to go up and down. But we're looking at these things from a fiat standpoint, and you need to change you measure your unit of account. It should not be in fiat. It should be in dollars. It should not be in dollars. It should not be in fiat. It should be in Bitcoin. Okay. Bitcoin is the only thing you own. What else do you own here on Earth, right? We're all going to, you know, transition one day. So what else can you? What else do you own? Own your house, own your car. The only thing you own is your memories, your thoughts, and Bitcoin. Everything else can get taken away from you. So Bitcoin is the only thing you can really own, and a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people think they own stocks. You don't own stocks. You don't own the stocks. You don't own the company. You own the stock. Because if the company crashes or the company goes down and you own some stock, you think you're gonna get a piece of that company? No, you don't. No, you don't. We've gone over the 401k scam several times. We've gone. What's this guy doing? What's this? Oh, robo taxis. Ah, that brings me to my next point. AI is coming, guys, and whether you like it or not, paying attention or not, We've been talking about a lot of these things for years. Been talking about a lot of these things for years. It gets caught up. It gets caught up in the thousands of tweets. It gets caught up in the, funny memes. It gets caught up in how many tweets? How many tweets? It used to show you how many tweets you had. Now I don't even see that. Too many tweets. No. All right, cool. So we are looking for the robo taxis, the Tesla. Uh, I don't know what I said. Ah, they don't have it anymore. They took down they took it down. They took it down. All right, so back in January 2023, I said this years ago. So before this, I even said this: your Tesla will be an asset once full autonomous autopilot technology is developed. Imagine being home, your Tesla's out doing Uber and Lyft. Catch up, mustard. This was back in 2023, and I mentioned this way before 2023. And then, log into Facebook just now, and it says Robo Taxi details a week ahead of the big reveal. So what I'll do is I'll read that article, but we already know this is coming. That's the only reason why I would buy a Tesla is because of this opportunity to have your Tesla doing Uber or Lyft so you can make money while you chill at home. That would be ideal. I've seen videos already of, Ubers and other companies that have technology already up and running, right? Where you hop into an Uber or Lyft and there's no driver in there driving you around. So it's probably already here. They just gotta move. They just gotta reveal it to the masses slowly, right? They can't give everybody everything all at once, right? They've been having technology. They just gotta let it out slowly, let it out slowly, let it out because listen, another reason why we don't have flying cars is because we still got idiots drinking and driving right now. Some massive accidents, massive stupidity out here, right? So if people can't even handle a motor vehicle on the road and they're drinking and driving and doing a lot of stupid shit with regular cars, imagine what people would do if they had flying cars. That's a big no. It's a big no. humanity is not responsible enough to handle these types of technologies, which I don't blame them for not giving us a lot of the technology that they have saved up or stored up because people are just stupid. They don't know how to handle themselves. Um, so that is what it is. Tesla's robotaxi is set to have two front seats and butterfly windows. Also, is this another vehicle that he's releasing? A specific robo-taxi is set to have two front seats and butterfly wing doors, and the CEO is expected to discuss deploying the full self-driving assistant software on the semi-big rig. Oh yeah, I forgot. A lot of us forget that they're doing that as well. Oh my God, they're setting up in the background all of the foundation, all of the infrastructure for all the humans to not work. Truckers, factory workers, McDonald's, grocery stores, all the normal jobs. Bye bye. Right. So we talked about this as well. I went over. Oh my God, it's just so much. I talk about so much stuff. It's hard to find these things. But I've been talking about the semi trucks, right? The automatic driving semi trucks. I wanted to purchase them back in the day, but I didn't because I was too busy buying Bitcoin. Too busy buying Bitcoin. But now that I know a little bit more about what I know, I'm definitely wanting to buy one. But at that time that they revealed the semi trucks, this is back in 2017. See, back in 2017, 2018, 2019, when they started talking about this, I was like, yeah, yeah, yes, Tesla semi trucks are popping, and it's really dope because again, truckers that sleep, people that need to. There's a lot of humans that do these jobs, and they require you to rest after so many hours. You can't drive, can't drive too much when you're driving um, as a trucker. So this will allow you to allow companies to drive and not have to pay any drivers. So that's more money in their pocket. Not only that, it says here it can go 3 to 500 miles in a single charge. So you know, come on, moving too much, okay? Okay, so long haul trucks cost about 120,000 on average and burns up to $70,000 of diesel fuel per year. So again, it's coming, whether you like it or not, understand it or not, paying attention or not. Not only is automatic driving for Teslas going to be here, normal Teslas. I forgot all about the automatic semi trucks, right? I think we've seen some of the semi trucks already on the road, but I haven't seen any. But I'm sure I remember seeing videos about some of this already. I'm about to close this. About to close this trade. All right, so Bitcoin is the only thing that you own. Stack your Bitcoin and chill. Head over to swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris. Head over to bitcoin-fiatdad.com. I do have a ton of videos here that you guys can watch. I recommend you guys check out, the videos that I have on the page, because there's a lot of videos that I go over. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. All right, cool. So the Whiteboard Chronicles, where I went over a lot of things like here, how to make 6 to 7 figures, the American Dream scam, where I talked about that. So this video right here, she paid student loans for like 5 years or something, or 10 years or something, and then she checked her balance and she still owes however much that she went to school for. Boom, following directions. I highly recommend that you guys how to pay less taxes as a business owner. Boom, using cash flow to buy Bitcoin. Boom, credit repair is separate from credit building. You need to learn the difference. What's going on with Bitcoin? Boom. What is Bitcoin? Easy explanation. What makes up your credit reports? Business credit card. How to invest. That's a very good one. Why you should invest in Bitcoin or real estate first. In a business or real estate first, then use the cash flow to buy more Bitcoin. And the reason why I say that is because in the video I explained that it's good for tax advantages and that you need cash flow to buy the asset. So that's why I said that. And it's better than having a job, in my opinion. Cash flow in the BTC, we're talking about cash flow here. And I forgot I did a little Memoji videos. I'm about to start doing that again. The little Memoji videos. Forgot about that. I forgot about the Memoji joints. All right, cool. So yeah, check that out. Let me just go and show you guys the I have a safe PAL wallet with USDT, and I have a seed phrase. Why would you that's whole word? Why would you say that, bro? How should I go about transferring them to Binance? I don't know what this guy's talking about. You see the stuff I gotta. How do I go about transferring them to Binance? What? With USDT. So you want to transfer USDT to Binance? Okay, I'll do a little explanation for you. Give me 1 second. So here, Fold card. You're gonna buy Bitcoin anyway. Use the Fold app. Bitcoin Masterclass. Go ahead and pre-order and get that now. If you're new to Bitcoin, everything you need to know gonna be in this class. Pass KYC if you want to trade. ID. Click on that via that. If you want to trade in the Discord, we have a lot of information in Discord. We have the credit repair in the Discord. We got e-commerce, TA that I'm doing, all that stuff, all the trades I'm taking, all that's in the Discord. You want to fix your credit by having us do it? There. You want to do it yourself? Here. Mentorship program. If you want to learn, which one is this one? I got a couple different programs, so I got to double check and see which one is one. Credit for Freedom. So this is the mentorship where I'm going to teach you pretty much how to, you know, run a 6-figure business and a couple different businesses, all based on your credit and all to do with credit and how to, clean up your credit report and how to help people out, trade line, personal business, all that good stuff. So go and check that out. Swan. I'm not sure if the Sun Exchange still allows you guys to add that, but that's there. Let me double check. Sun Exchange still working? Okay. Okay, Sun Exchange is still up. The reason why I asked if it's still working or still up because they sent me an email saying that they're going to another a company I guess is buying them out or something. So they bought um, my solar panels. So I didn't know if they were still operating or giving you guys the option to buy projects. So okay, cool. Bing X here, Market Cipher here, NordVPN here. Cool. Socials, make sure you follow me there. And for this guy here, I'll go ahead and show you how to do so. Um, let's go ahead and. All right, cool. So what you would do is, for an example, you can see that, right? Yeah, cool. All right, cool. So what you would do is you would go to. Sorry, it's at the end of the video, but hopefully you're paying attention. So for this particular app, you're gonna open up your app. You're gonna go to USDT, whatever app that you're using to trade for, trade on. Where is it? Where is it? Spot. Assets. All right. So for an example, I got $64 in here, right? Or 66. What you would do is for your app, whether or not it's a wallet or not, you're going to take your wallet. So even for, do I have a different wallet on here? Blue wallet. So all apps should pretty much be the same, very simple. I don't have anything on this blue wallet, but if you're going to use a wallet, a hot wallet, you should always have a send and receive button somewhere there. Focus, man. Focus. There it is. You're going to click send. Then you're going to go to Binance, which is your exchange. You're going to click on, there's a scan button there. Click on scan. And then on the Binance app, you're going to pull up the address for USDT. Very simple. Make sure you are trading or sending it on the correct chain. So if it's going to be USDT, you can transfer it on Tron's network. You can transfer it on Ethereum's network, but whatever network that you're transferring it to, make sure it matches up. So you click on. You're going to click on receive. So let's just say this is Binance here. I don't use Binance, so I don't think we can. You're going to click on receive or deposit. And it's going to give you your options. Like I just said, you have ERC, you have TRC, BNB, Tron. The cheapest one will be Tron, so I would click that. Well, if you're on whatever, yeah, I don't know what wallet that one is. You said what? It's a SafePal wallet. What the hell is SafePal? It should be the same anyway, but you should be able to transfer it. So just make sure, yeah, SafePal. Oh, it's a hardware wallet. So yeah, you would just copy the So what you would do is, I just looked it up. Okay, it's hardware wallet. Okay, so what you would do then at that point is I would assume that you can use Tron and Ethereum and it should allow you to select what the cheapest one is going to be. Tron, I think it's both $1 on it. Fees are going to differ depending on traffic on that particular chain for Ethereum. But Tron, you click on Tron, get address. It's going to load your address. Boom. You're either going to scan this if you're able to with that particular device, or you just copy the address. Boom, copy, go to your app. put in the address there, boom, and click send. Very simple. All right, hope that helps. Hope that helps. Hope that helps. All right. So with that being said, this is Bitcoin Chris checking out. That's it for today's video. The only thing you own today, the only thing that you'll ever own is your thoughts and the Bitcoin. Your house you don't own. Your car you don't technically own unless you paid it off like some people do, like I do. Um, what else do you own, guys? You don't own nothing. You don't own nothing. If you think you do, you're highly mistaken, and you will probably learn that the hard way. And we're here to help you prevent those those sad and mistaken misconceptions, right? Because a lot of people will have to learn the hard way before they understand what we're saying. So make sure you stack your Bitcoin and chill. The only money that should be in your bank account should be your money that you're going to save. The money that you're going to use to pay bills, Bitcoin should be your savings account. Don't worry about politics. Worry about yourself. The United States of America is a corporation. The president is the president of the corporation. Okay. If you want any changes, you need to go to your local government officials, right? Talk to the local, talk to your state governors, right? And then that way you can make some kind of change. Because chain of command, guys, chain of command. Um, Stack your Bitcoin and chip. That's it for today's video. SwanBitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris, Bitcoin.fiatdad.com. Link is in the bio. Hit that like, share, subscribe for me. Thank you guys for tuning in. Much love, you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully Bitcoin will pump a little bit more. And if we dump, I'm excited either way. Either way, we're gonna make some good money. All right. So with that being said, Bitcoin Chris checking out. God loves you. I love you. Peace.
Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.